If you want your system to react instantly when data changes, DynamoDB Stream with AWS Lambda is the pattern you need. In this video, we will understand how to integrate AWS DynamoDB Stream with Lambda function. Let us consider example of a chat application where when user sends message, it is stored in DynamoDB and then it is asynchronously processed or moderated with the help of LLM models with the help of AWS Bedrock. So there we can use this pattern. Suppose message is stored in DynamoDB and that event will be captured by DynamoDB stream. Lambda will be triggered and Lambda can call Bedrock API and also it can maybe use socket connection to update user regarding status of message if it was some bad message. Now here it looks like S3 event where DynamoDB stream is triggering Lambda function, but that's now how it's working. Here we have something called event source mapping, which is AWS service, or it is provisioned for Lambda by AWS. And instead of DynamoDB stream triggering Lambda function, event source mapping service sits in between and it continuously polls DynamoDB stream for changes and then triggers Lambda function with those changes. So now let's go to our AWS account and create these resources. So let's create DynamoDB table first. Let's call it chat table and message ID as partition key. Create it. Also, let's go to Lambda dashboard and create function. Let's call chat processor and create. Now let's go to chat table and we can enable streams feature in export and streams. And right now this streams is disabled by default. Let's turn on. And here I can choose to send both old and new version of that particular row or just key new or old. How these structures look like we will see in the CloudWatch, but for now let's select both new and old images and turn on stream. It will take some time and once done we will see this new section called trigger. We can add our Lambda function here. So choose function and select chat processor and create trigger. Now it will fail here because our Lambda function must have these permissions. So let's go to Lambda function and add it. So go to chat processor Lambda, configuration, permission, and role. In role, let us add inline policy and here let's change it to JSON and add the 4 policies which we saw there. Also let us add one more policy for update because from Lambda we might want to update our DynamoDB. Let us change it to update item and let us pass ARN of and save it. Give it some name and create inline policy. Now if I go to DynamoDB and try to create trigger, it will work. And now if I go to my Lambda function and refresh, I will see that trigger here. And DynamoDB Streams is added as trigger. Let us open CloudWatch logs for this Lambda function. And here let us add a console log to see the stream data. Now let's go to explore table items and add something. So let's add message 1 and create item. And let's go to CloudWatch logs. And here we have log. And if we go to our log, we are just stringifying and logging the event. So this is event that Lambda received, and it is a records array. And depending on how many batched items are triggered, means how many batched items are collected and triggered for this Lambda, that many items will be in this array. And here we can see that the key which got added is message 1, and event type is, or event name is insert event. And here we can see the new image. There is no old image. Suppose if I edit it again, so let me edit. Let us add something. Let's add content. Now in the new log, we will see that old and new image both will be present. Here new record is new. This is a new log, and here we can see this is new image, this is old image. New image have extra content, and this is key. Now while creating a stream, we have option to choose either old, new, keys, or both. So since we selected both, we are seeing these two. Now let's modify our Lambda code a little bit. So what now we are doing is that we are iterating for the record array, and if it's insert operation, if it's not insert operation, we are skipping. If it is insert operation, then we are updating the moderated flag as true. This is the point where we might want to call Bedrock API and check if message content is appropriate or not. But for now, we are just hard coding as true. Let us deploy it, and let us go and create new item. Let's call it message 2. And let us add content and call it hello and create item. And now if we go to CloudWatch, before going to CloudWatch in DynamoDB itself, if I refresh here, I see moderated flag is true, means things work properly inside Lambda. And in CloudWatch logs, this is the new log that appeared here. And here, if I see, this is the insert operation that happened. And then these were the values, new image, and then Lambda updated moderated true. So for that also, our Lambda got triggered again, and that was the reason we added this if condition here. So for adding moderation attribute, Lambda got triggered again, and this is the new value where moderated is true. And this time we did nothing, we just skipped, which is this line, skipping modify. So that's how we can use DynamoDB stream with Lambda function. But here you are seeing one problem, that our Lambda is being triggered for the event types which we even do not want to process. So here like we are doing yearly exit, but still our Lambda is being triggered, and we can avoid it with the help of event source mapping filters. How to do it, we will see in the next video. Thanks.